Hello, this is Jessica McKay from jessicamckay.com. Thank you for watching this video on numerologist.com. Before we dive into our April Spirit Guide reading, I want to acknowledge what you might be feeling right now. During these uncertain times, you might be feeling like life will never be the same. You might be afraid that your livelihood is gone. You might be afraid that this event is going to destroy your life and the way you make a living. You might be afraid for your loved ones. You might be just simply scared. And so this reading is going to address that. And the question that I want to ask you is, how can you use this experience to develop the resourcefulness, the resilience, the creativity that's needed so you can pick up the pieces and move on once this ends? And it will end. How can you do that, not just to thrive later, but to thrive now? What kind of mindset do you need to develop? So that is what this reading is all about. So go ahead and close your eyes, connect with yourself, connect with your intuition, and ask which message is perfect for you for this month of April. We are using Denise Linn's Sacred Destiny Oracle cards. And so if you were drawn to message number 1, 2 cards came out of the deck, and they're amazing. They're amazing. So the first card was miracles. That's good news. We could use some miracles, right? And the card that popped out with it is called security. So my sense is that there are miracles happening around your sense of security right now. So if you have been somebody who's been worrying about not being able to make ends meet during this time, you're going to see miracles happening around your ability to survive. And what I love about this card is that it evokes a time when humans had to be so resourceful. We were drawing on caves, we had fire, and so this is validation that you're able to survive. You're going to make it. So there are miracles happening in the realm of your security and your survival. So watch for those. Recognize those. Be aware of them. And what I love about this card is that there's a double rainbow here. So that suggests a miracle not just on the level of your survival, like noticing that even though things seem to be topsy-turvy, you've got a roof over your head, you're still eating, you're okay right now. This also feels like there's a miracle that's happening inside in your inner world that has to do with growth, spiritual growth. It could be that this event has forced you to face a fear, and now you're in a better place in terms of that fear. It could be that the growth that you're going through because of this is creating that inner miracle. It's moving you forward on the inside in a way. Maybe you feel more connected to people and your loved ones because of what's going on. You know, it could be that before this all happened, you were feeling isolated and alone. And now, even though we're all in our little corners, we're more connected than ever in a certain way. And I've been hearing that message a lot with different spiritual teachers. I've been hearing it from the people that I talk to, is that they feel less lonely and they feel more connected. And that could be one of the miracles that this is talking about for you. But I love this. There's miracles happening inside of you and outside of you. Maybe the miracle is you realize just how resourceful and creative you really are. Like really. And maybe it took this instant in time to help you see that. So that is message number 1. Watch for the blessings. Recognize that you're okay right now. And if you were drawn to message number 2, the card that comes up is taking risks. And this might seem very counterintuitive right now. Like, why would I take risks? I'm afraid to go to the grocery store. But what I'm getting is that there's time here. There's an opportunity here. And it could be an opportunity to do something you've been afraid to do. And it might be that you've been wanting to put something out there. Maybe it's wisdom, maybe it's your art. And now is the perfect time for you to do that online, virtually. It could be that there's been something you've been wanting to express or get off your chest, and now you have the courage to do it. You can take the risk to do it. Right now, you might need to ask for help. You might feel vulnerable. You might need to reach out, and maybe that's been hard for you in the past, and now it's safe for you to take that risk, because so many of us have been reaching out, the people who need help, the people who feel vulnerable. This is the time to do that. So look at this card and think about, what does that mean to you? What have you been afraid to do previously that you could explore doing now? It's always a good time to take a risk. I mean, what the heck? It depends on what it is. So look out in the big picture of your life. Look over the landscape of your life. What have you been afraid to do? What could you possibly do now that might move you in a direction that you've wanted to go? So that's the message that's coming through here, that it's safe, it's okay for you right now, even while, you might be noticing a lot of people contracting and being constricted. It's okay for you to spread your wings and fly. So think about that. And if you were drawn to message number 3, the card that came up is stillness. This is asking you to get very, very quiet and very still inside. This might mean taking a break from virtual reality, the news, Facebook, watching videos. This could be about you just being with the feelings that are happening for you right now. Not pushing fear away if it's there, not pushing away anxiety, but sitting with it in the stillness of you. You'll notice that when you do that, the feelings pass. They don't stay around, they pass through you. There's a sense of weather in this card. It's snowing, it's cold. There's a hint of northern lights in the back. There's this icy quality to the card, and it's like slowing down, stopping, not pushing during this time, not trying to figure it out, not trying to solve all the problems, not projecting into the future about what if this happens, what if that happens, what if there's a conspiracy, what if the aliens are doing this, what if, if your brain has been going in those directions. It's time to come back to stillness. And you will feel better from that. This could be going out just in your backyard, if you have one, just going outside and taking some deep breaths, breathe in the air, open a window, and be with your feelings. Nobody ever got their fear to go away by telling themselves not to be afraid. So embrace those things, embrace those feelings. And that is the message. So it's really interesting. Last month when I did the reading, 2 of the cards that came up was this one, Illumination, and Standstill. And at the time, I didn't really know what this meant. I was feeling like this card meant that there were going to be epiphanies and growth and discoveries, and this card was about getting quiet and going within. I didn't know that it would really manifest as everything coming to a complete standstill. And so as I was shuffling this time to get ready for this reading, these cards, I saw them again and they were next to each other. And I felt like it was worth mentioning that we're still in this energy, and that the stillness, the standstill, does lead to illumination. It leads to miracles. It leads to growth. It leads to new ways of doing things. So have faith. Have faith in life. Have faith in the present moment. And reach out for support if you need it. So thank you very much for watching. I hope these messages were helpful to you. If they were, please share this video, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.